Yeah.
Do you want to pipe in about the mind's communication and direction that it's going, all that, what you see going on as a mind user?
Well, I see some positive changes being made around here, such as when the dark mode came online. Most of the people wanted that, so they listened to the users in the dark mode, which is good. And
Yes.
the thing with the listing for the blocked users, that was a plus. But I think that the menuing system, whereas I understand why they did it, I understand the reasoning behind it, but it makes it a little harder to navigate for people that have been on the site. People like you and I and other people have been here. Yeah, we can navigate it, but for the new people, they're having a hard time finding groups and doing things. The other menuing system was a lot simpler. Everything was from the top bar. You could click on channels, or you could click on groups, or blogs, or videos, or images. It was simple. It was a simple system, and from that they could have if you clicked on channels, they could have had drop down menus and boxes to go to the different categories. They could have done that, but they didn't do it that way. I think they've taken a step backwards with the new menuing system.
I agree. I've been asking for a menu system to be able to search by date, and it's already within the system as far as like if you go to your wallet and you want to search transactions, you can go through the calendar and you can search through, by date. Why can't we do that with our post, our channel, or the news feed? Because it's a type of censorship. It keeps you from being able to find what you want to find.
And the hashtags have never worked for me. I don't know about you guys, but the hashtags have never worked.
Exactly.
I go to hashtags and I get an empty screen that says click more to load, and that's all I ever get. And I know I have a lot of things in the hashtags. I go in and look, the categories that I see that I have picked, and they're highlighted. So I know that I have things in hashtags that are highlighted, but yet it still doesn't work.
This is what I got right here. Turn it on.
Lots of frustrations could be alleviated by interacting with people in gatherings, and if they don't have ability to remain at a calm level and respectful within the gathering, then they can be booted out. I mean, I don't understand what they're afraid of.
Well, I think there's some people that cannot be objective. I can be objective. I'm not going to say, "Oh, this is shit and that shit and all that," like that. I can be objective. It's a good site, but there's a lot of things wrong with it because of.
So basically, the developers and everything are trying to communicate with people, and they're not the best to do that. They're more focusing on developing. So why don't they focus on developing and get a soft skills team that can communicate with end users at the level that it would be, productive and pleasant.
What I think is they listen to a small percentage of users on this site as to input. I don't think they're looking at the wider user base, not just us, but to everybody. Instead, they listen to their top 10% channels. I'm talking about their users on input, stuff like that. And it doesn't seem like anything that the other users make comments about or anything like that are taken into consideration.
Right. It's like there's a break in communication, like a cultural barrier. You know what I'm saying? Developer versus whatever you want to call end users.
Well, they're only listening to a small percentage of the users on here on the site. You know, so, some of the people that they I guess you could say they value their opinion, and it seems like the rest of the users on here they don't value their opinion. So
Exactly.
Well, it just reminds me of this issue that I've got with crickets.
All right, I'm back.
No, I'm just kidding.
What? Just kidding
No,
about what?
I just got rid of my RC Surfer on eBay, and the guy hit me up like, "Oh, what does it need?" And I tried to explain it to him. He didn't seem like he understood what he's talking about. So I said, "Hey, this thing is for experienced hobbyists, really only. It's custom, and it takes a lot of work." And he goes, "Ah, yeah, no problem." All right, so I sent it to him. Now he can't put a damn thing together and get it to run, and it's my fault. So he wants to drive the heck up here, and if I can get it to work, he'll keep it. If I can't, then he wants his money back. And it's just so funny. Like, now I don't want him to have it because, you know, it doesn't matter if I put it together. As soon as, you know, he takes it out there, he says he lives by this Point Break down there in LA, and it's gonna get fucking thrashed, stuck in 80 something, right? Oh, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm pretty good at driving that thing, and something always is gonna happen. Something breaks, whatever. Especially in water. Anyways, you have electrical equipment in water. What could go wrong? So, yeah, if he can't deal with this now, I'm just like, yeah, I might as well just have him send it back and not waste his time. He's all texting me and kind of upset, but whatever. So I thought that was funny because the similar situation, you know, where people are given this platform and they don't really know how to use it, and they're complaining before they even give it a good go. So it takes up a lot of time for administrators, and they don't have the time to deal with us or, you know, people with actual ideas, because they're just trying to fend off all these new subscribers in hopes that you know, they can keep them coming in and not them people turning right back around and going, mine's bullshit. They don't want that to happen. So I mean, for them, I'm sure it's a tough decision.
I see a lot.
Quick question. Who's the little girl that just entered?
All right, just a listener. Just a listener.
No. Who's the little girl?
Where
is she? Is she gonna come out and play?
Just listening. So go on.
What the fuck, El Caballo? I haven't talked to you in weeks. What the hell are you doing? Unmute your mic.
They still don't acknowledge him. Leave him alone.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
turn the live off, Chris.
All right, so yeah, we'll get back to it later.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did something happen with him? What the hell's going on?
All right.